Okay. Okay, we're live. Well, we're recording, you know, not live. I'm going to edit it out and all that stuff. But I got my pre-production here with the legendary Derek Sherinian. Played with a couple of people you might have known, Dream Theater. Who else you played with? Come on, you tell him, buddy.
Me?
Yeah, come
on.
I don't
like blowing my horn stuff.
Derek, a little bit. A little bit. Who have you played? Who have you? A little bit. Give me your track record, your resume. I want to hear your resume. Impress me.
Okay, well, I mean, I started with Buddy Miles, the drummer from Jimi Hendrix Band of Gypsies in 1988. That was my first time touring the Chitlin circuit, they called it. I don't know if that's appropriate now, but that's what they used to call it back then, all the blues clubs in the South. Mm-hmm. And then my first big break was Alice Cooper, 1989. Mm. And I did that all the way until 92. Then I did the Kiss tour, and then Dream Theater 94 until 99, and then Yngwie Malmsteen, then Billy Idol, then Black Country Communion, John Sykes. Just it's been a lot of different people. It's been a pretty wild ride.
I can't remember all that. Derek, I'm going to tell you something.
My memory is slipping.
No. Sherinian, I'm going to tell you something right now. It all starts now. That's Derek Sherinian. He's on your favorite show, your ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. I'm Stefan ADIKA, and here's the magic. Bam. Derek Sherinian, it is an honor, a pure honor to have you in the house with me. Thank you.
The honor is all mine.
Derek Sherinian, man, you are definitely a world-class musician. It's an honor to have you here. You play with a lot of people. Your resume speaks for itself. You're a man who doesn't need to speak. You music.
Thank you, sir. But I'll speak anyways, nevertheless. Hey, congratulations on your show, man. You've really built it up since I did my first time on there. So thank you. And I want you to know you're the only person I let do video. I do everything else audio. And some people get a little bent out of shape about it, but I need to keep it special.
You have something special out there. You have a couple of friends that joined you on this record, and I'm going to name drop. You might have heard of Simon Phillips, Nuno Bettencourt, Michael Shanker, Joe Bonamassa, Zach Wilde, Steve Lukather, Steve Stevens. Is this true? The real Steve Stevens?
The Steve Stevens. And I know, like, you just named all those names. It sounds like a big name drop festival that I'm just doing it to get attention. But the fact of the matter is that the music is that good on this record that it deserves to have the only very best musicians to make the music come alive. So Simon and I carefully cherry-picked all of these players. Some have performed on past records, but a lot of them are first-time participants, like Nuno's. Who else? Michael Shanker, first time he's ever played on my record. Huge fan of Michael Shanker. Your friend Eric Singer, too. We love Michael Shanker, you know, for many years. And Michael called me to play on his album in 2020, the Immortal album. And he loved everything I played, and he agreed to play on my record. So I wrote the ultimate Michael Shanker instrumental song, and it's really cool having him and Simon together again. Michael Shanker, one of my heroes as a kid, UFO, Michael Shanker album in 1980, which was the first time I ever heard of Simon Phillips. Yeah, that's all good. And Nuno Bettencourt sounds amazing. Wow.
Wow. He's an amazing player.
Serious cat. I became friends with him on the Generation Axe tour in 2017, and I was just so glad that he agreed to play on this record, and I would love to work with him again in the future. Whatever he wants to do, man, he's great.
He just did something really cool with Julian Lennon. They did a version of Imagine.
Really?
Cool. Yeah, wow. Really cool. See what you learn watching this show? You never know. But
you never know.
You never know. No, but and then also we can't forget the wonderful Bumblefoot, Tony Franklin, and Mike Stern. Oh. The album is out. You know what, everybody? Check this out. Eddie Sherinian, what do you got going on there?
That's pretty funky. Now, for a prog guy, usually you think progressive rock musicians, you think very white and very stiff and no groove and stuff. But that's what separates me from all of these progressive rock musicians, is that I have the funk in me. And it's from playing with Buddy Miles and playing the Chitlin circuit and having him tell me stories about Jimi Hendrix and all the Wilson Pickett and all that stuff.
Do you like being in the studio, in the laboratory, I'll call it, then versus playing live? Or what type of guy are you?
Honestly, I love a balance between the two of it. But if I had to pick, I'll go with the studio.
Let's take a peek of some more stuff from Sherinian right here. Check this out. I'm swept away. Is that Steve Stevens? Don't tell me that.
That is. He's another
Yeah.
killer player. Wow.
Wow. You got them all. You know, people don't, I gotta tell you, he's one of those underrated guitar players because he really has the chops.
Everyone keeps saying in these interviews, I've done about 50 of them so far, and everyone keeps saying underrated Steve Stevens and Nuno Betancourt. But both of those guys are like totally famous, you know, respected players. I don't see where the underrated.
The word underrated is just easy for me to use. I don't know many words in my dictionary, but I will use it.
That's good. You know what I think it is with Steve is that with Steve is that he has such a strong image, and his whole trip has been very image based.
It has been.
Often his playing gets overlooked. How good he really is and how diverse.
Because he comes off with the influences of the Johnny Thunders, the New York Dolls look, the hair. Back in the day when you heard, you know, his intro for Rebel Yell and all that great stuff. And then when you see him cross over to your world, it's total opposite from New York Dolls.
But even, you know, it's interesting. You just said the intro to Rebel Yell. That's like a Latin thing, like a Latin piano part that he figured out how to play on guitar. And that's an example of how Steve Stevens takes different styles and genres and has cleverly incorporated them in the Billy Idol songs.
Wow.
And his songwriting too. And he really, he definitely has his own voice on the instrument. He's exciting. He's got a great stage presence. He's the best person as far as using effects live, the way he uses his effects. His tone is amazing. He has his signature Friedman Steve Stevens amp, which is probably like the finest guitar amp you can buy. It's not well respected. It's really killer. And I think he's great. Steve's played on 3 of my records. This is the 3rd one. And I did 12 years with him in Billy Idol. And, you know, he's a star, man.
Keyboard, very beautiful, the unforgettable Derek Sherinian! Santa Cruz.
Getting the gig with Billy Idol. How did that come?
That was cool. That was from, I was working with Brian Tichy on one of my solo records, and then he told me about the audition, and we set it up, and I went in, and Steve hired me that day. But what was really cool, the day I got hired, I got a call to go play with Kiss in the studio on the Ramones tribute album at A&M Studio. So I had to ask if I could leave rehearsal early on my first day.
Did you really?
Yeah, but it was cool. I mean, at least I go, hey, I don't mean to, I know it's kind of tacky the first day, but I just got a call from Kiss, and they know I'm my first day here, and they asked if it was okay if I came down. And so I played the card. They asked if it was okay from you if I could come, and okay, well, if they asked, as long as they asked permission, then it's okay.
So you went in there. How many songs did you play?
Yeah, I did both gigs, and I got the Idol gig, and then drove down to A&M and did that Ramones thing with the Kiss.
The songs you tried out for Idol that you had a jam with? How many tunes?
I think it was like Rebel Yell, just the obvious ones.
The obvious ones.
Yeah,
that's cool. Billy's a great one, and Steve is one of those great guitar players. You can never discredit the guy. The guy is great. He has a sound. He's an original, and he's still rocking out there. So thank you, Steve, for the good music you do. Is he only on one track on the record?
Steve's on 2. Not only he's the only other person to co-write with Simon and I. So he's Yeah, he's a big part of it. You know,
Wow. Wow.
he's on more than any other guitar player on this record. So,
Wow, that's great. Are there any plans in the future to do some more stuff with Steve?
the door is open, and he knows it, and we've discussed it. You know.
So tell me, you got Bumblefoot, who's from your other side project that you have over there.
Bumblefoot is amazing. He's on the there's an epic called Aurora Australis, which is like an 11-minute trilogy, which ends the record, and Bumblefoot's playing guitar on it. Incredible. Wow, what an amazing
You got
that guy is. He's like, usually, Stefan, I mean, you know, we have a bunch of musician friends. I'm usually the best musician in the room. Like, yes or no? I'm not saying it as braggadocious. I'm just saying it more factual. But like, when Bumblefoot enters the room, he's like another level up. And I'm following.
He's incredible. Even I did an interview with him. He didn't speak much, but his guitar playing did all the talking, and he would do odd songs. Like I mentioned, my favorite TV show, Laverne and Shirley. He goes right into it. I mean, the guy.
He knows. I was just telling my friend Steph Burns. He knows the Vulcan song from Star Trek where Spock is singing with the Vulcan harp. He knows the harp part, and he knows the vocal with the lyrics.
Come on.
He's just like.
I almost wanted to bring him on the show to do a test. Give me the theme of Planet of the Apes right now. Like just to do themes from my favorite movies and TV shows. And I bet you he can do it.
He's the one that'll know it, man.
He'll know it all. All right. So let's talk. You got the album out. Links are in the description down below. It's been out since July. When did it release? July 1. July 1. That's right. And Derek's here to talk about that. And then also, are you doing a gig? Let the people know. You and Simon Phillips, are you playing? What is this? Is it the Grape House of Jazz and Spirits? Is this
called the Grape in Ventura, California? I haven't been there, but Simon has played there a few times, and he says it's a really cool beach club. And so we are preparing for our festival show in Armenia, which we're very excited about, on September 7th. And this show in Ventura is going to be like a warm-up show. And I think we're going to be recording a live album as well at these shows. So we'll be recording, and it'll be the first time me playing live with Simon. So that's very special. And Bumblefoot has agreed to play guitar on these dates, which is going to be really killer. So yeah, we're very excited about that.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And
so if you're in Southern California, it's a little bit of a drive to Ventura, but it's nice to get out of town and come check out these players. I mean, it's going to be pretty sick.
Yeah, I'll put the links down below. So if you want to check that out, everybody watch, and please do. So wow, so wait, you said the first time playing with Simon live?
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Yeah, it's been I've been trying to make it happen for many years, but it's just never made sense. And now this festival in Armenia is given the opportunity for it to make sense. So
wow. Yeah. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. So then also, what's going on? Everybody likes a little drama, and we need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. I'm going to put you on the spot right now, Derek, because here's where we get the clicks. I'm seeing in the reports in the news, what is going on? Billy Sheehan to miss Sons of Apollo South American tour due to travel restrictions. You got a replacement. What is going on? Derek?
It sucks. Let me just say this. I'm going to just say this. The situation is not great, and I hate having to do these shows without Billy, because Billy is, Billy's our bro, and he's an amazing player. But because of circumstances, he's not able to do this leg, and we have to move forward and honor our obligations. And I just hope that, in the future, we don't have these issues. And I support Billy 100%,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Well, he's a big part of the Sons, of SOA. And
just the whole situation stinks, to be honest with you. And I look forward to a day that as a whole, that as a society, we don't have to deal with all of these regulations and craziness, because it's just really messed things up.
Yeah.
So that's my position, and I have full love and support for Billy Sheehan always.
All right, so to clear all rumors up or any gossip that's out there, Billy. Also, who's going to be replacing him for the time being and for those dates?
We have a player named Felipe Andrioli, who's a great Brazilian bass player. He plays in a big band called Angra down there, a progressive metal band, and he's been our friend for a long time, and he's going to be substituting for Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what those are for your South American tour dates there. Is it August 9th through the 18th? Is that correct? That you'll be going?
That's correct, yeah.
That's correct. Brazil, you're going to Chile, Argentina?
Brazil, Argentina, and Chile.
Wow.
Wonderful
cool.
countries. I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends and fans down there.
Yeah, Argentina is an incredible place to play.
For sure.
It really is. They're passionate about the music there.
Brazil, too, all over Latin America. All
right. Well, everybody out there watching, click on the links, keep up to date with Derek and all the projects he's doing. But in the meantime, you got to check out Sherinian right here. Bam! Derek Sherinian, I love having you on. We got to do this more often. All righty, Sherinian, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me, and I'll see you soon, my friend.
Round of applause for Derek Sherinian. And any messages there for your fans, Derek, before we get out of here?
Buy the Vortex. It's my best work so far. And if you like anything I've done in the past, you'll love this.
All right. He's Derek Sherinian. I'm Stefan ADIKA. We love you. And remember, kids, the links are in the description down below. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell everybody you know Sherinian and ADIKA. Until then, we're out of here, children. That's right. And who loves you, baby? We do. Now, comment down all below, everybody. We'll see you all later.